What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into the Fantastic Four issue number 11. Now, like I have said so many times before, the Fantastic Four has been so wholesome, it has just been very family-oriented. This is another one of those comics that if you're trying to maybe get your kids into comics and they like Marvel Comics, if you want to introduce them to the Fantastic Four, this series by North has been absolutely phenomenal, and it will be a great introduction into comics, the Fantastic Four, for any kids. It is just fun, family, wholesome goodness. But now that the Fantastic Four has set up residence at Ben's family farmstead, the one that is in Arizona, we have seen them going through the day-to-day, simply biding the time and waiting for the day that their children return. But even though they find themselves tucked away from all regular civilization, that doesn't stop the bad guys from trying to come and stir up some trouble. This story will be focusing on our main man, Ben, aka The Thing. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so this comic starts us off showing us the days of the week, Monday through Thursday, and every single day we see a little dog showing up to bother Ben. Not sure whose mutt this is, but he doesn't want anything to do with it. He shoos it away every time it makes its arrival. The truth is, Ben is just not a dog person, and Ben's wife does make a notice that it's really odd that the children are away, and it seems like you're closing yourself off, you're closing your heart off, and not letting anybody new in. It gets to the point that even Ben starts trying to chase this dog off, putting up a sign that says no dogs allowed. Obviously, the dog can't read, but this is him just trying to make a point. And when we pick up on Friday, we see that Ben is woken up to the sounds of a barking. The dog is in his room, but things are a little out of whack. We see that Ben is floating, and so he grabs the little yapping dog. He tells it to calm down, and they're gonna figure out what the heck is happening. As he floats his way throughout the house, he looks for anybody else in the Fantastic Four, and he finds that he is absolutely alone. When he opens up the front door, he sees that they are falling. It seems like the entire house has fallen into a bottomless pit. Immediately, the Thing thinks of Mole Man, that nobody else could have made a hole like this. As they get back inside, they go directly for the fridge. He's gonna need food and water for the climb back up, and so he grabs as much as he can. As Ben makes his way back outside, he has created an airspeed indicator, thinking to himself, if they're falling all the way to China, they got some time. No indication that there is a bottom just of yet. He grabs what he can from the basement and he pieces together everything he can, trying to figure out exactly how fast they are going and what their velocity might be. And he verifies that they are in fact in free fall. Things are exactly as they look like, but it is going a little bit slower than expected. He also thinks at this speed they might have already crashed. This whole time, Ben is really just explaining aerodynamics to a dog, laughing at the thought of this, thinking what would the others think. And so he tries one more thing out. Getting to the bottom of the house, he reaches out to the wall near him, and he tries to stop the house. He tries to stop it from its fall. With him being able to do so, he thinks to himself that a house like this, with how old it is, this technique shouldn't have technically worked. The second it slowed down, it could have just crumbled to pieces. And as he says this, that is where we see it all fall. The entire house breaking down and falling to the very bottom. This is the third time that he pointed something out, something strange, and somehow things got corrected. He is quickly learning that none of this is real. The world doesn't just adjust itself. He knows that he is in some kind of trap, saying that he is not falling for any of this. In the blink of an eye, he finds himself back on solid ground. As he goes to investigate inside the house to see what is happening and who is responsible, what we run into is Joshua Ayres, aka Miracle Man. This is when Ben immediately goes after him, charging in full speed, getting a great uppercut on him. But with him knocked unconscious, Ben goes upstairs to see where everybody else is. And yet again, nobody is home. as he goes to give the dog some turkey bacon after their little exploits. Not really sure what is going on still, he notices that something is still off. and it has something to do with the dog. Why would the dog be put into this hypnosis, if you will, with him? Unless he didn't mean to in the first place. This is when Ben comes to the conclusion that the dog must have been sleeping under his bed, somewhere he's not supposed to be, and he got caught in the same psionic field that was meant for Ben. He has deduced that the dog is able to smell that things aren't right. That's why he didn't care about the fight, that's why he doesn't care about the turkey bacon. He knows that none of this is real. The dog has helped him prove that he is still inside of an illusion. This is when Ben wakes up. Heading downstairs, this is where he finds Miracle Man, and Miracle Man is very confused. Now, he is here to try and steal Richard's technology, but not finding any, he has found himself very infuriated. Even more so once he finds out that Ben was able to break out of these illusions. Believing that it was impossible, he put him in a double-nested fail-safe illusion. The only way he was able to break out was because of the little dog. As he knocks out Miracle Man, that is where we have the others waking up for their illusion. All of them waking up, all of them saying that they all had some kind of crazy dream, quickly recognizing that they were all trapped in illusions. Even Sue thought she had escaped hers. She had broken out of the first level, but not out of the second. And when they all come into the kitchen, what they see is Ben sitting here eating some turkey bacon with the little pup. Later on that evening, we see the police showing up to arrest Miracle Man. And though Ben had started out by hating this dog, him and the pup are now really good friends. He spent all that time alone, trapped with the dog. And in that time, he never even thought of a name for the pup. But he goes on to say that if she's not shipped, if they put up some posters around town and nobody claims her, then maybe, just maybe, they got room for her. This is how a little doggy opened up Ben's stoned heart. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, wholesome family goodness. You really can't beat this kind of comic. They're a lot of fun. Like I said before in the previous videos, I do have issues with us not getting to the point already. You know, we got the Fantastic Four children that are all trapped. The Fantastic Four pretty much opened up the Marvel Universe. There was like 9/10 of the universe that had been closed off to everybody. But after the last story arc, we saw that they were able to open this up, and now we have so much more universe, so much more opportunity, so much more to explore. I love these stories, don't get me wrong. Like, I love a good, just heartfelt, heartwarming story. But there's some important things that we need to get back to with the Fantastic Four. There are things that need to be finished up, story arcs that need to be closed out. And now we are 11 issues in, which means it has roughly been 11 months, almost a year, since the last Fantastic Four arc had closed out, since the children had disappeared. Hopefully, within the next couple of issues, we will have the Fantastic Four children finally returning. Finally get an answer to if Franklin Richards has his powers back. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with the Fantastic Four, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping me out tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.